And welcome back, everybody. Aesop Grim here. This is the continuation of our EVE Online Chronicle, and hopefully this is a short video. So I did some research, and of course it was like what I was saying. It's not that it's impossible. It's not that there's no solution. It's not that the computer is cheating in the background. You know, all the stuff that people say or think to themselves when they're frustrated that they can't overcome a challenge. It's that I didn't know. I didn't know what was going on or how. Now, I did do some things I'm proud of during that whole ordeal. And if you saw the last video, understand that's probably a whole lot longer than what you saw on YouTube. I think that video was 2.5 hours. Here, I'm going to show you. I'll give proof. It was this one. 2 hours, 18 minutes. I'm going to pare that down on YouTube. I'm going to trim a lot out of that. So, anyway, the thing that I would say I'm proud of is I looked at his info to find out what kind of damage is he doing, what kind of damage is he susceptible to. So that's a smart thing to do. The other thing I learned is that many people suspect that this mission is designed to force you to fleet up, because EVE really is not a single-player campaign. For reasons that I'm not even going to try and justify for you. I can't even explain them, but I'm like, I refuse to do that. I will beat this mission by myself because I've done it before. And because I don't know, it's how I tick. I'm not, maybe in a future chronicle I'll join a corporation, but for right now, I want to beat this guy on my own. So the other thing that I found out, and I had to jump half a galaxy away, man. Let's go ahead and get into the game. I switched to blasters. And my optimal range before was 11 kilometers. With blasters, it will be much closer. It's I think it's 1,100 meters is what it is. 1,361 meters. But I upped my DPS from 87 DPS to 131.3. Yeah. So one of the things that I read online was that DAGAN is super tanky. And apparently his tank and how he's outfitted changes according to which group you choose to gain standing with, and so in my case I chose the Caldari, so he is shield tanked, but he can tank up to 100 DPS, so you need to exceed that. Well, I was at 87. That's why I couldn't quite DPS him down. It was just taking forever and a day. Well, we're gonna hope that this works, but there's no guarantee. I'm doing 131 DPS now. That is significantly more. I have reset my orbit to match what I have here, and so let's find out what happens. This is heat damage. I actually don't want this. I want the Nova light missiles. Okay, we'll target him. Orbit. Oh, he's still beat up pretty bad. He's at his 100% shield. Let's back that off and not have that really loud noise. There we go. Putting all guns on him. You can we are chewing his shields up right away. What's he at? He's at 80% shields. And he is recharging. Yeah, here we go again, man. Am I hitting? I'm not missing anything, am I? No. But you know what? Those numbers look kind of similar. Well, this is a little discouraging. How are we looking? 80%. All right, pulse off. Man. Another thing I read about him online is that I knew this already, I think. I think I figured this out in the last one. I was theorizing that he was running a shield booster or something to recharge his shields, but then he would go like cap dead. Well, basically online it said, it didn't mention cap dead, but it said you have these windows that you can pour the DPS in. And then there's windows that he's recharging pretty hard on his tank. See, by being closer in, we're taking more bullets to the face. I'm just watching for, okay, I'm going to pulse off now. All right, we fought him down to under 50%. It's going to positively break me if this dude recharges back to 100% under duress like this. We're about to have to reload too. $18.94, $13.61. We're not at the right optimal range. Well, I've got it plugged in there.
A module has run out of charges.
Okay. Let's approach. I'm going to turn down my volume because I want to zoom in. Okay. He's recharged back up. Had to pulse off. Yeah, getting in close was not the move to make. Maybe there's another ammunition I should be using. not sure why it's orbiting at 1864 whenever I've selected 1361 as my my default. Gosh, if I can just stay in this fight without having to break contact, I think I can get him down. 36% shield remaining. But see, I'm kind of fighting it also because I got myself behind the 8-ball when I went charging in. I lost my transversal speed, and he just pummeled me. What if I set default to 900? All right, I need to take that off. We are getting closer. We're at my optimal range now. 1381, I think. 1360. Okay. All right, we're staying steady in the 1340s. That's better than before. All right, pulse this back on. Pulse off. At this point in time, I don't know what else I can do. Like, I know there's probably other tactics here when it comes to movement and positioning. I just don't know what they are. So it's a slugfest, and he has been able to boost back up over 50%. He's up to 62%. This is he's in a charging window. Look at that. That's depressing. That's depressing. How long does this last? Oh, it's because I don't have guns on him. Oh man, that's my bad, guys. Oh, it's kind of gross. That's gross, yeah. I don't like losing because of dumb things. I don't mind losing from ignorance, but I don't like losing from mental mistakes. Alright, 75%, 80%, 78. Pulse on. Got him back to 50% shield. And my missiles are empty. They're reloading. Now they're reloading, I guess. It fired its last missile and now it's reloading. Uh-oh. Pulse off. %, shield. We got 40 rounds loaded up, so we're not anywhere close to having to reload. We have a chance here. We should start penetrating into armor. 14% armor. 12%. Come on, come on, come on. Penetrate those shields. He's trying hard to recharge the shields. We took a point off of his structure as well. 9% armor remaining. %. Okay. Come on, keep those shields low. Pulse on. What are we looking at? 3% armor. Nothing on shields. Okay, no armor left. We're 67% structure, 37%. 30%. Come on, tick them down, tick them down. What a battle of attrition this has been. I don't like epic battles with DAGAN. It's insulting. 14% structure remaining. 11%. You know what this feels like? This feels like a mighty struggle against Hogger. That's exactly what it feels like. What is this? Open. That was trash. 2 episodes to get this guy down. DAGAN is Hogger. Alright. I haven't played WoW in forever and a day. I don't know what it's like now. I stopped playing at some point in time in Wrath of the Lich King. Is there nothing in there? Ah, there he is. Loot all. And Celestial Agent.
Warp drive active.
I didn't like this at all. I'm glad to be done with it. That was a really rough ending to the Sisters of Eve. This poor Cormorant, man, we need to get into the Gnosis. But it's going to be a while before we can do that. Alright, we're going to complete this mission. We gained 0.88 standing with the Caldari. As per our agreement with the Sisters of Eve, we will turn DAGAN over to their care. A Sisters of Eve ship awaits his delivery. Sister Alatura assures me DAGAN will be treated humanely. What am I supposed to do? Deliver DAGAN to the awaiting Wreath-class Industrial. Accept. Warp to location.
Warp drive active.
I have never struggled with this mission. Not that I can recall. Well, maybe in my early days I just hadn't gotten far enough in the quest, because there were times I was starting this quest and I didn't complete it. And I'm sure there were times that I probably was in a Vexer, and that would make it really easy. But I'm pretty sure the last few times I've done Sisters of Eve, it was with an Algos. And that Algos went through DAGAN like it went through any of the other missions. It wasn't a problem. The mission before it was harder. Alright, we gotta load it into here. Alright. How far out? 14 kilometers afterburner. Optimal range 1361. Disable this. Reset this to 1361. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. DAGAN will go into the cargo wreath. I think you're getting delivered to prison, buddy. A special off-the-books prison. I told you you had nothing to fear, pilot. Thanks for your help. The rogue drones need no longer be a hindrance to our efforts. Return to your commander and tell him DAGAN will no longer trouble the empires. Farewell. Perhaps there is hope for your kind yet. Well, good. Good riddance. I'm happy to be done with that. So I need to go back to Adam.
Warp drive active.
And now we're going to go do that follow-up mission. Because maybe that gets us started into regular missions for servants of Sisters of Eve, or however that goes. Servant Sisters of Eve. Complete. Changed by 0.41. Epic arc reached. Okay, so we completed it. Outstanding. Rogue drones did what? That's the darnest thing. I've heard that they can think for themselves, but I've never heard of them just watching like that. There's something much larger going on than we realize. Regardless, you've been a tremendous help to the Caldari state, whether you continue your efforts defending the empires or forge your own empires with your fellow capsuleers in the depths of lawless space. Know that you have proven your worth as a demigod. Rightio. Okay. I now need to open my journal. Materials for war prep. Set destination. One jump away. That's easy enough.
Warp drive active.
We are escalating our production so we can increase our military strength in light of recent political upheavals in the world. Increased production requires more minerals. I want you to get 1,000 Veldspar to one of our main production facilities. Your help will undoubtedly get a positive response from other corporate members. This is an important mission which will have significant impact on your faction standings. We'll get limited memory augmentation and 40,000 ISK. Drop-off location is here. Okay, but don't I need to accept it? I don't think I've accepted it. Hold on. This is the drop-off location. Let's go ahead and dock.
Warp drive active.
Read details. Alpadirk. Shrew 10, Moon 3. Okay. Accept.
Docking permission requested.
Mission cannot be accepted remotely. Okay, well, it will be here pretty shortly. Alpadirk.
Docking request accepted.
Who are you affiliated with? Sisters of Eve Bureau. You're a distribution agent. Accept. Feldspar. No, not a mining crystal. Assets, blueprints, manufacturing, research. Is it? How about this? Right click, view market details. That's how you do it. Manufacturing research. Feldspar. Within the system. Within the station. Buy. 1,000. 50,000 ISK. Yeah, it's fine. Complete. Okay. Your achievements for us have not gone unnoticed. Good deal. So he has storyline stuff, but I don't want to accept any of this. What I want to do now is I want to open up the agency, agents and missions, agent finder, security, level 1, faction, servant, Sisters of Eve. Well, they're out in nullsec, huh? Arender. Renz. Yeah, because this is a major trade hub. So if we can build up, and look, there's 3 agents. Are they in the same station? If we can build up faction with these agents, if they're in the same station, we earn like standing with that station also. And Renz is a major trade hub. So we could conceivably make decent ISK if we, I would have to kind of learn how to do this, but if we started station trading there, that's a possibility. I've seen some videos on it before, but I don't have the knowledge. I haven't retained the knowledge. I would have to look at it all again, and I wouldn't say I've ever been able to successfully do it, but I've kind of learned how to do it, and I grasped the concept and was able to get some rudimentary things going before. But anyway, Renz. I think we should go there. Set destination. Okay, that's 16 jumps away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you guys on pause. No, I'm not. We're at 30 minutes. So I'm just going to wrap this episode up. Again, I am Aesop Grimm. Thanks for coming by the channel. We are finally done with the Sisters of Eve epic arc, and we're moving into phase 2. Really, I guess phase 3. Phase 1 was the tutorial and the career agents. Phase 2 was the Sisters of Eve epic arc. We are now moving into phase 3. Phase 2 was to get standings. That was the primary purpose. We also came out of that with 23.6 million ISK. We would have had more. I had to spend quite a bit refitting my ship and experimenting. It was trial and error. I wasted a lot of money, but less than $1 million. So we're at 23 million. Let's before wrapping up this episode, or I guess this is the wrap up, let's go to simulate, holes and fits, cheap fitting Gnosis. 39 million ISK is what we're aiming for. So now that we are in phase 3, phase 3 is about earning ISK. Now we got to start at the bottom. We're at a level 1 agent, but we're using a destroyer and we should be able to tear through these guys. Yeah, and that's that. So that should do for the wrap up. 21 jumps out. I will do that off screen. I will see you guys in the next episode where this story continues. Thanks for visiting Aesop Grimm's Chronicles. If you've made it this far in the video, please consider rating, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. I hope to see you in the next episode, and until then, stay shiny.